So if you set your expectations high, um, uh, and set your expectations high, and you don't do anything with that, then you just kind of get in a funk, and that's okay. Well, it's not okay; it's bad, but sometimes you get used to being in a funk. But if you set your expectations high, and then you actually go and do something with it, and you start to make your way out of that funk, any sort of failing of your expectations will be made much worse. Just feels like shit to slip back into that funk. This is my third bad day in a row. And it is interesting. They've all been bad in different ways. The first day was just a funk, it was a mini funk. I just didn't do anything. I guess I did. I went to my work. I did my work. I did my studies. I did all my little. Actually, that's not true. The whole reason it was a funk was that I didn't do the extra work that I wanted to do, or that I told myself I would do. And I felt bad. But, I rallied. I said, okay, tomorrow we'll get him. We'll get him good. And then yesterday, so, tomorrow from that, what the fuck. You know how chronology works. So, yesterday was the second type of bad day, the double funk. 2 bad days in a row. There's a very big psychological difference between those 2 days. The first day will feel like garbage, but the second has the expectation of a rebound that is unfulfilled. It's a different sort of bad. Maybe worse, but it does come with that uh, expectation that, oh, I've had 2 bad days in a row. This is going to be a crazy rebound. And today, guess what happened? Ah, you guessed wrong, because I did rebound. I kicked in, and I had a very productive day. Of course, I didn't get all the stuff done that I wanted to do, but I've had a very productive day. So why is it a bad day? At the last possible moment, at I think it was 11:20, as part of the I'm done flossing, by the way. I can just talk now. See? The last possible moment, I went to do a piece of work that I had been putting off for a while. And not to give anything away, but I looked up the work that I'm supposed to do, and I found out that the deadline to do the work that I'm supposed to do was in February, and it's currently July. That, well, I'm tired of saying it's the worst kind of funk, because all these sorts of failings are different. Every happy family is the same. Every unhappy family is different. Same thing with these. It's wondrous how many different sorts of failures there can be, but all in their own different ways. It's very unique. But this one is rough, and well, it's very rough. The inevitable, unchangeable guilt of the past. You fucked up. You fucked up. You didn't do a thing you were trying to do a long time ago, and now the repercussions that you had successfully put off by not wanting to progress, by being content with your funk, are catching up to you. I'm trying to think of a good analogy here, but I can't. It's like, you know what it's like? It's like if you didn't get your driver's license for like until you were like 25, and you had a car just sitting in your garage that you didn't have a driver's license for. Actually, this analogy doesn't really work, but if that happened, your car would be fucked up. And you wouldn't care because you're not driving it, you're not using it, you don't have a driver's license. But eventually you say, I should probably get around to that. And you get your driver's license. and you check on your car and you realize there's no floor, there's no pedals. You have to Flintstone it from place to place because it's been eroded over time because you left it in, I don't know, a pool of lava or something. And